Are you serious, guys? Are you serious? Are you serious? How many? Look, okay, we're going to have to step up some serious police protection out there because the shootings are getting outrageous. And it's not law abiding citizens either. This isn't about guns. This is about crime. This is about violence. This is about absolutely insanity. Okay. And I don't think we have enough police on the streets to help the situation. But anyway, let me just say this real quick. Put a shout out real fast. I'm going to tell you about these 3 different shootings, 3 different cities, 32 people shot, 4 dead over last night in just 3 cities. If I was to give you the statistics across America, every major city, it's just shocking. It's the same thing. And it's gang related, it's drug related, it's evil. It's horrible. It's the wickedness of the devil. Let me put a shout out real fast, if I could, for www.bevpod.com. That's www.bevpod.com. You're saying, what in the world is a BevPod? Well, folks, let me just tell you something right now. It's really, really cool. I tell you what, this is an amazing product. It's perfect for Father's Day. Perfect. Just because you're in nature doesn't mean you shouldn't be able to enjoy a few of your cool drinks with you. And if you want to try to lug around those heavy ice coolers, it's so inconvenient. If you're hiking, forget about it, okay? Camping, hiking, here's the perfect item. www.bevpod.com. Check this out, guys. Check this out. I mean, this is whoever come up with this was really thinking, okay? They stopped all the stinking thinking, and somebody finally came up with the right kind of a product. BevPod. That's beverage pod. It comes with this nice little handle, so you just throw it on like that, and away you go. It holds 10 cans of your favorite tea or soda or whatever your favorite drink is. You put them right in here. This thing is thermal. It holds it. It will keep the cold cans cold for 8 hours. So you put in 10 of them, and then you just seal it up, zip it up, and get ready to go out. And they fit in there just perfectly. And boom, you're ready to go. You're ready to go. And you can, if you're walking out there, you're hiking. Imagine you have 10 cans so that way you can drink cold water, iced tea, soda, whatever it is you're drinking. Put it in there, keep it cold, keep on the go. This is perfect. And that way you don't have to have tons and tons of big coolers and lugging it around. BevPod. That's www.bevpod.com. All right. Wow. Okay, so here's what's going on. This is really very frustrating when I think about the shootings that go on and how we need to pray. How we need to pray. This shows you the Bible says in the last days, perilous times shall come. Dangerous times will come. And the epidemic now of violence across America has accelerated ever since this campaign has been going on to reduce the number of police officers on the forces of especially major cities. Indianapolis is another city that just Minneapolis, Indianapolis, Annapolis, Los Angeles, New York, Atlanta, Detroit, Chicago, Houston, and on and on and on. Let me tell you about 3 stories from just last night. It's so sad. First of all, let's go to Austin, Texas. When last night, 13 people were shot in a shooting in downtown Austin, Texas, early this morning. The suspects are still at large. So here, and they'll probably not be caught. 2 of the injured are reported to be in critical condition as they were shot in the head. We cannot say that there is no further public danger at this point because the suspects are not in custody, and it appears at this point to be isolated to this one area. So you know what's going to happen. It happened at 1:30 in the morning over on 6th Street. A bunch of younger people were standing outside around a street corner when there was a car drives up and they opened fire on the people standing there on the street. 13 people shot. 2 are in critical condition. They're in Austin, Texas. But wait, there's more. Let's make our way to Chicago, because there it happened again. In Chicago shooting, it was a situation where, once again, we have people standing outside and mayhem breaks out in Chicago. Multiple people were shot. 10 people shot. 1 is dead in the early morning hours in the south side of Chicago. Shooting at 2 a.m. in the morning at 75th 100 block of South.
Mark, we know in all 10 people were shot, according to Chicago police.
Okay, and I saw a picture of the gunman with a rifle. There was 2 male suspects. They had rifles. They opened fire. It doesn't matter what they used. And then so a 14-year-old boy is dead, and 10 people have been shot, and it's just for no reason. It's mayhem. People running. Some of them were shot, victims around the corner. It was just, people were crying. It's chaos. The hospital's filled. There's a triage situation developing. And so Southside Chicago, always been a rough neighborhood, always been a rough part of the city for years. But it seems that the violence for sure is getting worse and worse. And then let's make our way to Palm Beach, Florida. Quiet, really a pretty quiet place, but not last night, as 9 people were shot at a Publix supermarket. Actually happened this morning at 11:30 a.m. when a shooting at the Publix supermarket in Florida left 3 people dead, including the shooter. The shooting incident took place there at the Publix store at the 1100 block of Royal Palm Beach Boulevard in Royal Palm Beach, there in west of Palm Beach, Florida. Authorities identified the victims as a woman and her grandson who were dead. The grandson was only 2 years old. He killed both of them before he killed himself. The shooter was Timothy Wall, a 55-year-old man from Palm Beach. Nobody has a clue why he did it. It's a very fluid situation. Why would you go in and shoot 9 people and then kill yourself? So again, 32 people shot and 4 people dead, all last night, all early this morning. 1 at 1:30, 1 at 2 o'clock, 1 at 11 o'clock, all this morning. You know, it doesn't even make sense. It's satanic. It's evil. It's violence. Some of it is gang initiation. Some of it's drug related. Some of it's mental illness. I think that's what you have in all 3 of these situations. The Florida situation looks like could be mental illness. The other 2 certainly was either gang related, gang initiations, or turf wars, drug related, that type of thing. And unfortunately, nobody will get arrested in Chicago or in Austin. You'll see. Nobody will get arrested. And then there'll be more shootings next weekend in retaliations. And it's not gangs shooting gangs. It's gangs shooting innocent people in other gangs' neighborhoods to try to take superiority over an area as it's drug related. And then no matter what, nobody ever sees anything. You go into the neighborhood, the cops start investigating, and nobody will speak. Nobody will tell on each other. Nobody will tell us what happened. And why don't they? Because if they are afraid they will get shot next, hunted down and murdered, or their kids will get murdered. And and so because that's the culture in most of our major cities across this nation, our lawmakers think we need less police, crime on the rise, and they're still wanting to defund. It doesn't make sense. That's insanity. It's ludicrous. So we really need to pray, okay? We need to pray about this serious situation that's happening across America. I'm very heartbroken. As a pastor, I'm concerned about every person, every life, every person. And, I would say to the young people, don't be out. Excuse me. Don't be out at 2:30 in the morning, standing on the street corners in large groups of people. It's within reason sometimes, especially when the violence that go on in these neighborhoods. Sometimes you just need to get home, okay? 10:30, you got to be inside the house, and we need to start using some, and a lot of people do. They know that, so. But still, even if you are out there at 2:00 in the morning, you don't deserve to be just gunned down. But that's we don't have enough presence of law enforcement. It's going to get worse, and it is getting worse. Give your life to Jesus Christ. 68 people did get saved Thursday night with our broadcast, our interview with L.A. Marzulli and Mike from around the world. That broadcast has been seen 61,000 times, and there's been 68 salvations that night. There's been more saved since Thursday night in the archives. So we just praise God. I didn't have the count when it was happening. It was so fast I couldn't keep up. But God is still setting the captives free. This is the Salvation Station under renovation. Can't wait to open up the new studio here in Indiana when it's completed. We hope to have it done. They're telling me by the end of August. So meanwhile, update down in Florida, the other part of our ministry. Tomorrow I'll be preaching at Community Gospel Baptist Church in Knox, Indiana. That service begins at 11 o'clock local time, which is 12 noon Eastern. Okay, 12 noon Eastern, 11 o'clock local time. Tomorrow morning, I'll be preaching there. Down in the villages of Florida, the tent has been put up. The tent is up, and now the work of bringing in the stage, assembling the lights, and laying the astroturf for the floor, and then all the chairs and what have you. So in a couple weeks, that's going to kick off. We'll let you know exactly the timing on all that. So some people are saying that George Soros has died. I haven't. That must be just now breaking, but I did not hear that. I did not hear that. So I don't think so. But we'll see. Anyway, pray one for another, guys. We're in the last days. Give your life to Jesus Christ. It's almost over. He's coming soon.